Good evening. It is almost 9 o'clock on January 9th, and I'm just giving a quick update so that I have an entry for today. I have had another long and busy day, but I'm sitting at the computer and thought I would take 3 minutes to stop and record something. Things are going well. My life is on an upwards trajectory, and it's been wonderful. I've had a really great day, personally and professionally. I had another therapy session this morning, and I don't know, fortunately, unfortunately, she went over domestic violence with me, and we talked about the types of power and control. And there were 8 categories, and I don't know if it's surprisingly, but surprisingly, I identified with at least 5 of them happening frequently. There were 2 categories that never happened, but still 6 out of the 8 happened, and 5 out of those 8 happened frequently in my relationship. And we talked about the cycle of violence, and we went over like the stages and phases and what happens. And I was like, yeah, that's just my life. Like, whether the phase was a week or a month or a couple months, that's just what happened all the time. So while I could sit here and maybe like confess this to basically nobody, I was saying to a friend last night that it's really hard to admit or say that you were in an abusive relationship because it's embarrassing and you don't want to tell people that that happened to you. And so it's weird. I had a very emotional therapy session this morning, and I am struggling with the fact that I don't feel anger. I don't hold a grudge. I'm not particularly like, oh, he did this terrible thing to me. I don't feel that at all towards my ex-husband. However, sometimes when I speak with him, he'll say something that really kind of pisses me off. And now that I'm learning more about strategies to deal with that and to be a little more selfish and aware, that's what pisses me off. And then I will walk away or, whatever the case might be from that interaction and go, what is wrong with me? Why do I keep forgiving him? And then a day will go by and I'll feel like, no, it's fine. Anyway, working through that, not saying that I should stay mad at him forever or that I should hold a grudge, because I don't want to. But she also advised me that women who are trying to leave abusive relationships are the most vulnerable in the first 6 months after the relationship, and the most like during that time are the most likely to stay in contact with their partner and potentially reunite with their partner. And so for him and I, it's only been 4 months. So definitely still in that like danger zone, one might say. And with everything that's happened with the dog, and then total freak thing happened at his job yesterday. And there just seems to always be these opportunities for him to show back up in my life and to try to receive, whether that's emotional support from me or whatever the case might be. Yesterday, I was really capable to say to him, I'm glad you're okay, but you can't share your problems with me. You need to talk to somebody else. But he's not good with boundaries. So I'm not sure how I'm going to navigate this. Like I said, trying to work through it a bit in therapy, learn some strategies, and draw more boundaries. There's certainly still this feeling of ownership he feels over me, because he wants to travel when he wants to travel, even if it conflicts with my life, and he wants to know what I'm doing, where I'm going, why, etc. And he very much has this flippant, like, oh, well, it's your life, but kind of attitude. And that really frustrates me because I've never done that to him, and he always did that to me, and that's what I'm trying to get away from. And rather than just trying to be friends and accept that he doesn't own me and he can't control what I'm doing, he still really pushes my buttons. But the good thing now is that I don't feel the need to explain myself to him. I don't feel the need to lie to him. And I don't have to care if it bothers him, I guess, is the long and short of it, because he needs to respect what's good for me, and that I'm trying to make healthy choices for myself. Speaking of healthy choices, both boys are doing well. Peño is still hobbling around the house, still having difficulty bending his left leg. The both of them are here with me now, having little sleepies in the office because I'm working away. And yeah, so there you go. That turned into a 6-minute update instead of a 3, but at least I got something down. So we'll see how the rest of the week goes. I have very full days coming up for the rest of the week, but maybe I'll be able to post something on day 23 or 24. We'll see how it goes.